Meanwhile, Blewett, Carr, Cheatham, Parentes, and Bigby Williams, who made a very good impression early in the game, Doris, the big man out of LSU, a late addition to the Pelicans roster. Inside Cheatham, and he's one of the more dynamic players that is on the court today.
Energy level is high.
Played a couple of years at San Diego State, then finished up elsewhere, and there's Hachimura inside, a little jump hook.
Well, good post up. Boy, Frank Jackson was tremendous last night.
30 points. Cheatham inside with the punch.
You can see why they're excited about that young man.
Brown, one of the youngest players on the team a season ago. Spent a lot of time with the Go-Go's as Blewett knocks down the three ball. Split last season between Westchester and Salt Lake City. Robinson on the follow and one.
He believes he's got an opportunity here. Obviously, John Wall's injury, a big part of the point guard situation in Washington for next season.
Yep, there's a look at Brown with that nice mid-range jump shot. Tommy Shepard, baseline jumper no good. Brown back out to Withy. Withy gonna jack one from downtown. That's today's NBA. Stretch fives abound. Blewett again. Nothing but bottom. A three ball good. Corner pocket at 10 apiece. Just past the midway of the first quarter. Zion Williamson not available tonight. A nice looking bucket by Troy Brown. Brooks not shy. Another deep three coming up short. Hachimura muscling inside. And the follow good and one. Upon the announcement of Zion Williamson being the #1 pick, they signed some 10,000 new season tickets to retrieve in the Anthony Davis transaction.
We were really grateful that it materialized in the way that it did. Anthony is such a spectacular player. The future, really, that we were able to secure in those future picks.
Obviously, there's so much excitement around Zion. I have loved some of your thoughts early that you don't.
His family understood what our family was going to try to do. We're going to raise a family that loves each other enough to tell each other what we need to hear. And that's what Zion wanted and needed, contracted to. Build a family, build an environment that there's some there, right, and that you stand for something. And what's interesting is Oklahoma City has done that by all accounts. And it was like an expansion team to some degree, because she's putting her stamp on the team in a way that never has been done before there. Sean Payton and Mickey Loomis are two of the very best that have ever been in their professions. They know what success looks like. So we're fortunate that Mrs. Benson knows what success looks like, and she wants to invest in us getting in that role. Certainly in terms of return to play and availability,
yes.
He and his staff have sort of redefined the way the game is played.
Me, including you and Cassidy.
Mark, that man looked entirely too comfortable as a combatant walking into a very tight competitive environment later tonight.
Guaranteed 4 games. And after the initial round, 8 teams will move on to the next round. Nice step back jumper. Good by Armani Brooks out of Waco, Texas. Blewett in the paint. Tipped up, no good. Williams. Boy, he is doing some work inside.
I believe it was 76 three-point attempts at Gonzaga. Well,
meanwhile, that guy, Williams.
He has been dynamic.
Baseball as opposed to basketball. And his name actually translates as he knocks down the jump shot. His game translating there.
Zion's reaction when he got drafted and Maria Taylor was doing the interview, and nice move, tremendous move right there.
Brown underneath. Got the putback to go.
He's been tremendous, absolutely tremendous.
Good team, and having said that, the under-19 team going to play for the championship against Mali, the surprise finalist who got by France today.
15-10 already in this game. Knows, he understands that he's got to be a better and more consistent perimeter shooter, so that's what he's continued to work on. And Mr. Robinson trying to make his case to maybe be a third point guard. Consecutive, obviously.
3 ball on the way, nothing but net for the foreseeable near future. How do you make things work here?
Well, we definitely have a new team.
Right.
Demeanor has just been terrific. You don't know if he had a great play or if he had a bad play. He just plays the game the same way. The thing that I love about him, I love his passion for the game.
There you go.
As summer goes on, he works hard. He's another great kid in our program, so we're happy to have him.
To go that his Achilles seems to be ahead of schedule in terms of the rehabilitation. And how are you guys looking him playing next year? How much, if any?
You know, from my standpoint and our organization's the same way. It's whatever it's best for John. We're not ready to play, and then when he's ready to play, we might give him a few more weeks off. It's always about the players, and you know, John is doing his part. He's working every day, and I get the videos every day. I get the report every day, and I watch it. I look for him.
In the meantime, you've got Isaiah Thomas, so I feel like everybody in the league is pulling for him. Just 2017, nice pass ahead.
Yeah.
It's 2017. He's an
That's also right.
You remember that, right?
So where is he? Have you had an opportunity to see what he's been up to? Where can you give us any?
He's a top player in this league, and I want to be a part of his recovery. I want to be a part of it. I love it. I can't wait to coach him. I can't wait to.
Meanwhile, the rookie 3 of 12 from the field, Doris. 4 rebounds. 6 points.
Couple of nice plays.
The long-awaited debut of Zion Williamson, the #1 pick, went off with a little bit of a hitch. He only played a little over 9 minutes, scored 11 points, 4 of 9 from the field, Doris.
Boy, that looks.
Yep.
I remember your call.
At the time of that injury, he and Anthony Davis, who were paired again in Los Angeles, were both averaging over 25 points and 10 rebounds at the time. Pat Beverly out top at point guard defending. But then I look at the Lakers, and that addition of Danny Green, as Phillip gets another layup for the Wizards.
Both of those teams have gotten an appropriate measure of attention. To say this about the Utah Jazz. Utah Jazz took more catch-and-shoot threes than anybody in the league. 39% or better in three-point territory, and especially efficient in catch-and-shoot situations.
Yeah.
I'm excited about Utah because they're a menace defensively, and now they've got some answers. We'll continue this on the other side.
The #1 pick, and played 1 game last night. Won't play again for the Summer League is Hachimura.
Influence of Zion, and I'll say this to you. We know New Orleans. And even David Griffin was talking about how powerful the football franchise is in terms of the fan base of Saints.
I tell you what, he's got a lot more dough in his pocket than I did at 19. And I reached in my pocket at 19. I felt nothing but my leg. I mean, those pockets were pretty empty.
It's been, prohibited by the schedule, but it's time to get to work.
Hachimura with a bully baseline move underneath. And Washington with the lead back up to 5. Hachimura now with 10 points.
Quick shot by Blewett.
Schofield straightaway 3, got it. Admiral Schofield, NBA champions, and the Golden State Warriors. Great pocket pass, Schofield with a finish.
You can't do it any better than that.
And Eagle State, that same school as Kawhi Leonard. Hachimura with a nice finish with the offhand. Fuentes cross-court find to Blewett. Trapped in the corner, wild pass. Found its way to its target. Blewett, what a move, and got the layup. Brown with an impressive double-double. Shot clock down to 4. Got saucy and won! Brown with a chance for the 3-point play.
A lot of it clock dependent for organizations.
Fuentes gets it in, the 3 for the tie. He missed it. The tip no good. Hachimura with the rebound, and that might just do it.
Point attempt, mixed it up a little bit on the glass. I like what Scott said to us, Mark. He's going to have his opportunities. There are minutes to be had. And the direction of the franchise obviously is different.